One of the stops at the Summer Forage Field Day was over this crop that's making its way into Oklahoma. It's called Teff. Now, Heath, kind of introduce us to Teff.
Okay, so Teff production, Teff management, actually, is originated in Ethiopia. It's actually used to feed 2/3 of their population over there as a grain crop.
Right.
And we kind of started looking more towards as forage production in this area. And I know Brian Pugh, Northeast, which is my counterpart, has done a lot of work with Teff over the last few years.
What makes Teff such a great crop for cattle?
Well, we're finding out more and more things about Teff and how it fits in with maybe a producer's operation.
Right.
But the protein is around, is run around 16% crude protein. TDN's around 60-62%. It's actually a pretty high quality forage hay that guys are looking at in order to grow some fast hay.
And one of the secrets to that is you really don't plant it that deep.
Seeding depth with Teff, Teff is an extremely small seed, and so we've got to be able to have a really good seed bed prepared and ready to go, and then basically plant that Teff around 1/8 of an inch. So generally if it's planted into good moisture, or say we get a light rain within around 3 days, it's starting to germinate and emerge, and it sits there for quite a while, and it just kind of sits there, and then all of a sudden it grows. And I think we're at that stage here right now where it's really taking off and really getting after with the program.
Now, you planted this in the beginning of June. Is that the prime planting area, or is there?
Teff can be planted anytime after the last frost. Ground temperatures need to be high enough or warm enough in order to get it germinated and growing. So the warmer it is, the quicker it's going to come out of the ground and germinate and start growing.
Are you seeing more success with conventional till or maybe a no-till program?
Everything that we've looked at, and Teff being such a small seed, we really need to be able to see the soil. If you can see the soil, then you're going to get better emergence and get it up and get it going. So no-till production systems, I think, can be done, but we have to have minimal residue out there in order to get that established and get it going.
In some forages, there's nitrate issues. Do we see that with Teff?
So from what we're finding out, the literature says there's no nitrate issues with Teff management. We did have some trials in northwest Oklahoma that did indicate some levels of nitrate into the samples. We're still evaluating that, but for me, if you look at the plant and the way it grows and its characteristics, I just don't think it's going to be that big of it's going to be an issue. It shouldn't. I would say it's going to be more similar how you would manage Bermuda grass. If you are taking this to forage and we're going to cut and bale it, we've got to leave 3 to 4 inches. Better to leave 4 of growth and not skim the ground, because when we do that, then that pretty much eliminates our stored carbohydrates in that root system, and it wants to die. It'll die out on us.
So you can actually get a second cutting off of this.
You can get a second cutting, and if it's managed properly, you may even be able to get a third cutting. But that goes back to different levels of management, proper height of cutting, fertility. Teff is really pretty nitrogen use efficient when it comes to making the amount of forage with what nitrogen it has in the soil or what you apply. Around 30 pounds of nitrogen will make a ton of forage. So that's really efficient to me, being a summer annual crop like this.
Efficient fertility, efficient moisture usage too?
It has the ability to tolerate the drought along with the monsoon flooding that we will have here in Oklahoma. So, you kind of get you kind of have those periods in there that it's kind of suited for that. It will tolerate some standing water, and it's going to tolerate some drought and heat and stuff like that as well. But the main thing is having some moisture there in order for it to replenish once we pull the tonnage off of there.
Okay, well, thank you much, Heath. And for more information on Teff, go to our website, sunup.okstate.edu.